And now, World Improv Network proudly presents Community Court.
What two parties no solve a dispute? No. Community court is there to solve the problem. See? Yeah, this is everybody's courtroom. This is Judge William Law III. Hi, Judge.
Well, thank you. Be seated, ladies and gentlemen. William J. Law III. Now, I never have seen this kind of case come across my desk before, and I'm probably never going to see it again.
Yeah, Judge.
Well, thank you, bailiff. So I have here in my courtroom today, I have our plaintiff, Miss Carol Ann Hankey. Miss Hankey, according to the court documents here, is suing Uber driver Carl Truitt for charging her 3 times the already discounted Uber rate because she is overweight. Now, Carol Ann, I know you've gasped a few times prior to the proceedings.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
No apology. Emotion is allowed in my courtroom. Carol Ann, tell me, please, what exactly happened?
Well, Your Honor, I called for my Uber driver, and I'd like to state for the record that he was late by 3 minutes.
Yeah, I was checking the clock. I'm driving in traffic. Yeah.
Anyways, he picked me up, and I got into the car, the back passenger seat side. I sat down, and he said, "Whoa, my goodness, you're a big girl." My car just fell over to the side, to the right. And for the record, Your Honor, it did not fall over. I mean, it might have listed a little bit, if that's a word. Is it a word, list? You know what I'm saying?
Lifted? I think that's the other service.
No, it didn't lift. Oh, you're funny, Your Honor. No, it wasn't lift. I was in an Uber, and it listed. It never mind. Anyways, I said, okay, well, if you could just please take me to my destination. He took me to my destination. We arrived there, and then he laughed at me and said, "Have a good day." I checked my email later, and the charges, sure enough, 3 times what it should have been. 3 times, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Hankey. I need a few blanks filled in here. So
Sure.
Could you please tell me what kind of car you got into that Mr. Truitt showed up in?
It was a white Bronco.
It was a Bronco.
Yes, which I also had reservations about entering because I had to scoot up the front seat to get into the back seat, which was really difficult for me. I was wearing a cute little skirt that day.
So he didn't open the door for you?
No, he didn't open the door. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. He didn't open the door. I had to open the door, which I'm fine with. It's not a limo service, and I understand that. So I opened the door. I moved the seat forward in the white Bronco, and I stepped up and got into the car. It's when I stepped up and sat down that he said, "Whoa," because the car, kind of tilted a little bit. But I think that does that when you get into a car. You put a baby in a car, and it's going to tilt a little bit.
Well, you put a bird in a nest, and it's going to tilt the earth a little bit, but that has nothing to do with this case. One more clarification on the situation, Miss Hankey.
Yes.
Was there a bottle of water in the front seat or the back seat?
No, sir, which is actually a courtesy that I am accustomed to driving with Uber, and there was no bottles of water.
All right, that's also under the contract, as I've reviewed with Uber, that all drivers must have water in the front and the back seat. Mr. Truitt, could you please tell me, sir, your side of the story?
Yeah, just kind of like you were saying, Judge, like a bird's nest, it listed when you put a baby in it or a bird. Same with her. She's a big bird. She sat in the back of the car, started to list, my shock leaf springs started going out on my Bronco. I got a perfect example, okay? We just shipped 25,000 troops, to Guam. But they're all stationed on one side of the island, and it's listing into the ocean. Same thing with her. When she sat in the car, it started to list, and the muffler started scraping on my suspension.
Mr. Truitt, just some clarification. So are you telling me that Uber sponsored the United States government army in getting overseas in an Uber plane or something?
Yeah, because the planes are all tied up, so we got an Uber plane service now taking the boys back and forth.
Can I object, Your Honor? Can I please object? Is that something I can do?
Yeah,
And I-
Judge, she wants to say something, John.
All right, we're getting a little out of hand. Miss Hanky, what do you what would you like to say, ma'am?
Well, I just wanted to say that I don't think that we should involve the story about the troops being flown over to Guam. It's not part of this, and I feel like it gives him a sympathetic tone when really he's a very nasty man. If I also could just add something very quickly, I think that my Uber driver recognized me. You see, I'm a plus size model. I make a lot of money, and I think that. Excuse me, I am so sorry. I had a big dinner last night.
Miss
and
Hanky, I
I'm working
want
it
you
out.
to know, please, pardon the interruption. Am, however, the judge, that we have new upholstery on all seating in the courtroom, and I'd appreciate it for you to keep your, how do I say, your extracurricular activities
You're right.
inside your body, ma'am.
I'm sorry, sir. I actually could provide a doctor's note about my gas, as it were.
I'm sure it's a model thing. You're not the first model I've had in the courtroom. Back to the case. Mr. Truitt, do you own the Ford Bronco that you picked up, Miss Hanky in?
Yeah, kinda. You know, my cousin Vinny, he gave it to me. And first of all, I want to respond. The reason why I didn't have any water in there, I was hungover. You know, I was drinking the night before the strip club till 4 in the morning, and
Still
man,
drunk.
I was still half cocked, you know, when I went and got her. But you know, it's just the first call of the day. That doesn't excuse her breaking my suspension, you know, because look at her.
So
I mean,
now, sir, I understand you're accusing her of breaking your suspension.
yeah, so that's why I charged her triple. I had to pay for the suspension repair on Vinny's Bronco.
I beg to differ. I think he charged me extra because he recognized me and he knew that I had a lot of money. I'm in a lot of major magazines, Your Honor. I mean, a lot of people recognize me. I'm a very beautiful plus size model.
Here you go, Judge. Look at the picture of her. This is
All right, can
That's my favorite one.
Bailiff, could you please bring that magazine up to the... All right, let me just thumb through the... Wow,
It's a
look
cat
at
suit
that.
that I'm in there. It's a cat suit.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Meow. It's so cute, ma'am. I like your
It's an
Well, thank
interactive...
you.
Yeah, them
Well, thank
interactive
you.
ads are appearing in these magazines. Anyway, I'll put this aside and look at it another time.
Enjoy.
Mr. Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Truitt, how long have you been driving for Uber, sir?
Yeah, you know, off and on for about 2 years.
Do you often drive intoxicated, sir?
Yeah, it's a tough job. Sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
All right. Well, I understand you're counter-suing Miss Hanky.
Yeah.
Explain that to me, please.
Well, first of all, because she broke Vinny's suspension, that triple charge wasn't even enough to cover it. I thought, hey, you know, I can get some of the boys down in the shop to hook me up and it ain't a big deal. But it turned out to be $800 more than what I charged her. So now I gotta either fix Vinny's truck or, you know, I might have some problems with the boys down the street.
Well, that's a problem, sir. But I also see on your counterclaim that you're countersuing for $1 million.
Yeah. Because,
Your Honor, that is just ridiculous. That is just, I mean, it is a
order. I'm
Bronco.
sorry.
Stop, ma'am. He said order.
I'm sorry.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
thank you, bailiff. Anyway, please continue, Mr.
Yeah,
Truitt.
the reason why I'm countersuing for $1 million, she's rich. You know, and a girl that rich
That's
should
exactly
give me...
my point, Your Honor. This is what I'm telling you. He is going after my money.
Well, I'm trying
$1
to find
million
that out, ma'am.
for a Bronco, Your Honor. $1 million.
Hey, O.J.
that would
Simpson's
fix-
All right, all right, all
Hey.
right. Calm down in the courtroom.
Hey, guys, calm down.
Thank you, bailiff. So, oh my
Order
God.
in the court, please.
Please close those
Your Honor.
doors. We have got a number of people outside the courtroom waiting for something. Maybe obviously they do know that we have a plus size model in our court
I'm
system
sure
today.
they do, Your Honor. If I could, I would like to call a witness, or not really a witness, but an expert to this. If
Well, I
could.
happen to be the expert in this courtroom, ma'am. So what would you like to ask me? Because I'm going to end up making a decision in less than a minute here.
Understood. I just have a brother. He has a Bronco as well that I've ridden in my whole life, and never once has his
Ma'am,
suspension
I need
broken.
to confront you. I'm sorry. Have you ever broken suspension in any vehicle in your life?
No, sir, I have not.
Are you lying to me, ma'am?
No, sir, I am not.
Okay. Why do you wear ankle weights?
Because, sir, I need to have the calves of a stallion. I am a model.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. You know, O.J. Simpson's Broncos on eBay right now for $1 million. So, you know, Vinny's is worth at least $2.
To me? All right. Well, Miss Hankey, one final question.
Yes, Your Honor.
How many Clydesdale commercials have you done?
Your Honor.
Just a yes or a no or a 3 or a 4. I need your answer, ma'am.
Your Honor,
I have the calendar in my chambers.
I've done 14 in my
thank you.
lifetime.
14. My ruling here is for
number.
Miss Hankey, the plaintiff, and I would like to suspend the counterclaim. And Miss Hankey, I'd like to award you an additional $1 million to get a new wardrobe and to get some new ankle weights. That's
Thank
my
you.
decision.
Stay tuned for Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. And make sure to give the Wincast your suggestions during the break on what topic Shabazz should swing a bat at. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.